All the monsters in Zyuranger are based off Western creatures and fairy tales. The fantasy setting is apparent throughout the series. The main characters are princes and princesses of their respective tribes. The beginning of each episode begins with a book opening, and the villains of the show take heavy influences of famous monsters, deities, and gods. Ryu Noguchi's works include character design on Sun Vulcan, Liveman, and Jetman, as well as illustration work for Kakuranger, Gingaman, and Borkenger. TAMOTSU Shinohara is a prolific designer, having worked on character design from Matilda to Shinkenger. Let's take a look at some of the designs. A fantasy story wouldn't be complete without a wicked witch to battle. Witch Bandora is the villainess of this series. From her dark castle, she plans her wicked schemes to defeat the Zyurangers and ruin the smiles of children. The role was given to seasoned Sentai villain Machiko Soga. She was cast while the show was still in planning stages, so her design was tailored around the actress herself. Her design was done by SHINOHARA, who was also in charge of her character in Jiraiya. However, back then, due to his school commitments, he couldn't finalise her design, so Keita Amamiya took over the task. So this left SHINOHARA wishing to do a full design of Soga. So when the chance of doing it came along in Zyuranger, he did it, hoping to showcase the ultimate Machiko Soga. SHINOHARA designed Topato, not thinking too much about the suit. The original sketches show him with a slender figure that would be impossible to replicate with a person in a suit. SHINOHARA also did not know the actor would be showing his face in the end, but when asked if it was possible, he happily agreed. BOOKBACK's design is based on a troll, to which SHINOHARA added different accessories to show the overall design concept of the Bandora gang. He also added a small pouch. When asked what the contents were, he responded, "I don't know. Berries?" GRIFFORZER's main motif is a griffin, a legendary creature that is associated with gold, with the body and tail of a lion and wings and head of an eagle. As you'll notice, his head is not that of an eagle, but rather he shares much more in common with a manticore, a winged monster with a body of a lion, spiked tail, and head of a man. As a personal quirk, instead of using watashi or ore to refer to himself, he uses seisha, which is commonly used by warriors and samurai. LAMY is based on Lamia, a Greek monster with half the body of a woman and the lower half of a snake who would prey on children. She was always planned from the start to be paired with GRIFFORZER, so her design closely resembled his. The first design had armour on both arms, however they were instructed to show some skin, so the left arm was increased in size and detail, and the right arm was left bare. The designers found it quite difficult to translate the design to an actual suit, so they amended her design to allow for more mobility and functionality. PLEPRECHAUN is a leprechaun. Despite modern depictions of little green men interested in gold, leprechauns would wear a different attire, and rather than mending shoes, the Zyuranger version spends his time as a perfectionist sculptor, creating the monsters and golem soldiers for Bandora's army. SHINOHARA purposely designed PLEPRECHAUN to resemble Nori Maezara, the CEO of Rainbow. Rainbow is the modelling company that creates all the suits and props for Super Sentai. A golem, in Jewish folklore, are creatures that are moulded from clay brought to life by magic and used to serve the creator. SHINOHARA made a darker version of the final golem, with a hood that wouldn't separate at the neck. However, Rainbow replied that it would be too difficult for mass production, and was redesigned to be much simpler. SHINOHARA still liked the design so much that he made them the elite grunts. The masks were later used in Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon for foot soldiers of Queen Metalia.
Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe to keep up to date with our videos. And if you are a fan of Zyuranger, check out our interview with the cast. Also, check out our channel for interviews with other actors and staff.